What if someone told you that one man wanted to build electric cars when the world laughed at the idea? What if the same man also dreamed of colonizing Mars, creating reusable rockets, connecting the human brain with computers, and changing the future of artificial intelligence? Would you call him a genius? A dreamer? Or simply impossible? Today's story is about a man who refused to accept the limits that society placed before him. A man whose ideas transformed industries worth trillions of dollars and inspired millions to think beyond Earth itself. This is the incredible story of Elon Musk. Hello everyone, and welcome back to English Orbit. Today, we will explore the extraordinary journey of Elon Musk, one of the most influential entrepreneurs and innovators of the 21st century. As you listen, pay attention to the vocabulary, pronunciation, and sentence structure to improve your English naturally. Now, let's begin this remarkable journey. The boy who dreamed of the future. A curious child in South Africa. Long before Elon Musk became one of the richest people in the world, he was simply a quiet little boy growing up in Pretoria, South Africa. Elon Reeve Musk was born on June 28, 1971. His father was an engineer. His mother was a model and dietitian. Although his family was financially comfortable, Elon never had what many people would describe as an easy childhood. He was shy, quiet, and preferred books over conversations. While other children spent hours playing outside, Elon spent most of his free time reading. Books became his closest friends. He was fascinated by science fiction, technology, history, and philosophy. His imagination knew no limits. Many people later said that Elon could disappear into a book for an entire day without noticing the time. Those books planted a seed. A seed that would eventually grow into some of the biggest technological companies in history. A childhood filled with challenges. School was not always kind to Elon. Because he was quiet and different, he became the target of bullying. Some classmates mocked him. Others physically attacked him. One incident became especially serious. A group of boys pushed Elon down a staircase and beat him so badly that he was hospitalized. The injuries affected him for years. Many children would have become discouraged after such experiences. But Elon responded differently. Instead of giving up, he buried himself even deeper in learning. He believed that knowledge could become his greatest strength. The difficult years taught him resilience. And resilience would become one of the defining characteristics of his life. Discovering the world of computers. During the early 1980s, personal computers were still a new technology. Most families did not own one. But when Elon first encountered a computer, something extraordinary happened. He became completely fascinated. Without a teacher, he began teaching himself computer programming. Using instruction manuals, he spent countless hours learning how software worked. Many adults struggled to understand computers. But Elon learned remarkably fast. At just 12 years old, he created his first video game. It was called Blaster. Instead of simply keeping it for himself, Elon sold the game source code to a computer magazine. The payment was only around $500. The amount was small, but the lesson was enormous. For the first time, Elon realized that ideas could become businesses. Dreaming beyond South Africa. As Elon grew older, he began thinking about his future. He admired scientists, inventors, and entrepreneurs. But one country captured his imagination more than any other. The United States. To Elon, America represented innovation. It was the home of Silicon Valley, NASA, and many of the world's greatest technology companies. He believed that if he truly wanted to change the future, he needed to be closer to the world's biggest opportunities. Remaining in South Africa would make that dream much harder. So he made a difficult decision. He would leave home, moving to Canada. Instead of traveling directly to the United States, Elon first moved to Canada. His mother had Canadian citizenship, making immigration easier. Leaving home at a young age was not easy. He had very little money, no successful business, and no guarantee that his plans would work. To support himself, Elon accepted different kinds of jobs. He cleaned boilers, worked on farms, carried heavy materials at construction sites. These jobs were physically exhausting, but Elon viewed every challenge as temporary. He believed they were simply stepping stones towards something much greater: university life. Eventually, Elon enrolled at Queen's University in Ontario. Later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States. He earned degrees in physics and economics. Physics taught him how the universe works. Economics taught him how businesses work. The combination would later shape his entire career. Unlike many students, Elon wasn't thinking only about finding a stable job. He wanted to build companies that could solve humanity's biggest problems. His interests were already becoming clear: renewable energy, space exploration, artificial intelligence, and the internet. Years later, these would become the foundation of his life's work. Silicon Valley was calling. After graduating, Elon was accepted into a PhD program at Stanford University. For many people, earning a doctorate from Stanford would have been a dream come true. But Elon stayed for only 2 days. The internet was growing faster than anyone had imagined. He believed history was being written, instead of studying technology. He wanted to build it. Leaving Stanford shocked many people. Friends thought he was making a huge mistake. His family worried about his future. After all, he had no successful company, no investors, and no guarantee of success. But Elon believed that opportunities don't wait forever. Sometimes, taking a risk is the safest decision. So he left university and entered Silicon Valley. It was a decision that would change not only his own life, but also the future of technology. The birth of an entrepreneur. In 1995, Elon and his brother Kimball Musk started a small company called Zip2. Their office was tiny. Money was scarce. To reduce expenses, Elon often slept inside the office. He showered at a nearby gym. During the day, he wrote computer code. At night, he continued improving the software. The company helped newspapers create online business directories. Today, that may sound simple. But during the mid-1990s, the internet itself was still new. Many businesses didn't even have websites. Most investors doubted the future of online services. But Elon believed the internet would change everything. Slowly, customers began arriving. The company grew. Investors became interested. And after years of hard work, Zip2 was sold for more than $300 million. For the first time in his life, Elon Musk became a millionaire. Many people would have retired. Others would have bought luxury homes and expensive cars. Elon did something completely different. He invested almost everything into even bigger dreams. Dreams that many believed were impossible. And those impossible dreams would soon lead him toward electric cars, private space travel, and the ambition to make humanity a multiplanetary species. The biggest chapter of Elon Musk's life was only beginning. Building companies that changed the world. From Zip2 to a bigger dream. After selling Zip2, Elon Musk had become a millionaire before the age of 30. Most entrepreneurs would have celebrated their success and slowed down. Elon did the opposite. He believed the internet was still in its early stages. Instead of enjoying his wealth, he invested nearly all of it into a new company called X.com. At that time, banking was still largely traditional. People visited branches, filled out paperwork, and waited days for transactions. Elon believed the future of money would exist online. Many people thought the idea was too risky. Trusting money to the internet sounded impossible. But Elon saw an opportunity before others did. His vision was simple. Banking should become faster, simpler, and available to everyone. The birth of PayPal. X.com later merged with another online payment company. The new business eventually became PayPal. Millions of people began using it to send and receive money securely through the internet. As online shopping grew, PayPal became one of the world's most important financial platforms. In 2002, eBay purchased PayPal for approximately $1.5 billion. Elon Musk received hundreds of millions from the sale. For the second time, he had become incredibly wealthy. But money had never been his final goal. He often said that he wasn't interested in becoming rich just to live comfortably. He wanted to solve problems that could affect the future of humanity. And now, he finally had enough resources to chase those enormous ambitions. Looking beyond Earth. While most investors focused on software companies, Elon became fascinated with something completely different: space. He believed humanity could not rely on a single planet forever. If Earth ever faced a global catastrophe, civilization itself could be at risk. His solution sounded almost unbelievable. Humans should become a multiplanetary species. He began studying rockets, reading aerospace books, meeting engineers, and visiting organizations involved in space technology. Soon he realized something surprising. The biggest obstacle wasn't science. It was cost. Launching rockets was simply too expensive. Most experts accepted that reality. Elon decided to challenge it. The birth of SpaceX. In 2002, Elon Musk founded Space Exploration Technologies, better known as SpaceX. At the time, many aerospace experts doubted him. Some even laughed. How could an internet entrepreneur compete with governments and billion-dollar defense companies? Elon ignored the criticism. He hired talented engineers, built a small team, and focused on one revolutionary idea: reusable rockets. Instead of throwing away rockets after every launch, why not land them safely and use them again? It sounded impossible. Many experts believed it could never work. But Elon believed impossible simply meant nobody had succeeded yet. Failure after failure. Building rockets proved much harder than writing software. The first Falcon 1 rocket exploded. The second rocket also failed. Then the third launch ended in disaster. 3 failures. 3 devastating losses. Every explosion destroyed years of work and millions of dollars. Investors began losing confidence. The media questioned whether SpaceX would survive. Some newspapers predicted the company would soon collapse. Elon had invested almost all of his own fortune. His savings were disappearing rapidly. Friends advised him to quit. But quitting was never part of his vocabulary. He believed that failure was simply another lesson. As long as he kept learning, success remained possible. Tesla enters the story. Around the same time, Elon became deeply involved with a small electric car company called Tesla Motors. Most people believed electric vehicles would always be slow, expensive, and unattractive. Large automobile companies showed little interest. Gasoline cars dominated the market. Climate change discussions were growing, but few companies were taking major action. Elon saw another opportunity. If electric cars became exciting instead of boring, millions of people would adopt them voluntarily. He invested heavily, eventually becoming Tesla's largest shareholder and later its CEO. The hardest year of his life. By 2008, both Tesla and SpaceX were in serious trouble. Tesla was running out of money. SpaceX had suffered repeated rocket failures. The global financial crisis made raising investment even harder. Many people believed both companies would go bankrupt. Elon later admitted that he came close to losing everything. There were days when he wasn't sure whether either company would survive. He had one final chance. One last rocket launch. One last opportunity to save SpaceX. If it failed, the company would likely disappear forever. The launch that changed everything. The fourth Falcon 9 rocket lifted into the sky. This time, it worked. For the first time, SpaceX successfully reached orbit. The achievement shocked the aerospace industry. Soon afterward, NASA awarded SpaceX a major contract worth more than $1 billion. The company had been saved. One successful launch changed everything. It proved that private companies could compete in space exploration. And it marked the beginning of a completely new era. Tesla's revolution. While SpaceX was recovering, Tesla continued improving its vehicles. Then came the Model S. Unlike previous electric cars, it was fast, beautiful, luxurious, and capable of traveling long distances. People began seeing electric cars differently. Tesla wasn't just building another automobile. It was changing public perception. Soon the company expanded rapidly. New factories opened. Battery technology improved. Charging stations spread across different countries. Tesla became one of the most valuable automobile companies in history. Many traditional manufacturers, who once laughed at electric vehicles, were suddenly rushing to build their own. The industry had changed forever, betting everything on innovation. Even after transforming transportation and space exploration, Elon refused to slow down. He believed humanity still faced enormous challenges. Climate change, traffic congestion, brain diseases, artificial intelligence. Each problem inspired another company. He helped build Solar City to expand clean energy. He founded the Boring Company to reduce traffic through underground tunnels. He launched Neuralink to develop brain-computer interfaces that could help people with neurological disorders and potentially enable new forms of human-computer interaction. Every project seemed impossible at first. Every project attracted criticism. Yet Elon continued investing billions into long-term ideas. Some succeeded quickly. Others faced setbacks. But he never stopped experimenting. A man willing to risk everything. By now, Elon Musk had become famous around the world. Some admired him. Others criticized his leadership style. Employees often described him as demanding. Investors called him fearless. Journalists debated whether he was a genius or simply too ambitious. Regardless of opinions, one fact became impossible to ignore. Very few entrepreneurs had transformed so many different industries at the same time. Automobiles, finance, energy, artificial intelligence, and space exploration. Yet Elon believed his biggest achievements still lay ahead. Because his ultimate goal wasn't becoming the richest man on Earth. His ultimate goal was ensuring humanity had a future beyond it. And that vision would make him one of the most influential and controversial figures of the modern world. The most controversial visionary of our time. Becoming the richest man in the world. By the early 2020s, Elon Musk had become far more than a successful entrepreneur. He had become a global phenomenon. As Tesla's value soared and SpaceX achieved milestone after milestone, Elon briefly became the richest person in the world. His net worth reached hundreds of billions of dollars. The numbers were astonishing. But Elon often pointed out something important. Most of his wealth wasn't sitting in a bank account. It existed in the value of the companies he had built. Instead of spending his fortune on luxury lifestyles, he continued investing in research, engineering, and ambitious long-term projects. His philosophy remained the same. Money was not the destination. It was simply fuel for bigger dreams. transforming Twitter into X. In 2022, Elon Musk made one of the most surprising business decisions of his career. He purchased Twitter for approximately $44 billion. The acquisition immediately became global news. Supporters believed he would protect free speech. Critics feared major changes to the platform. Soon after taking control, Elon made dramatic decisions. Thousands of employees were laid off. The company's leadership changed. New subscription services were introduced. Content moderation policies were updated. Then came another surprise. Twitter was officially renamed X. According to Elon, X was no longer meant to be just a social media platform. He envisioned it becoming an everything app, a place where users could communicate, make payments, consume content, and access multiple digital services from one platform. Whether people agreed with his vision or not, the transformation ensured that X remained one of the most discussed companies in the world. Entering the AI race. Artificial intelligence was advancing faster than ever before. Companies around the world were racing to build powerful AI systems. Elon believed AI could become humanity's greatest opportunity, but also one of its greatest risks. In 2023, he launched xAI. Its mission was to understand the universe while developing advanced artificial intelligence responsibly. The company introduced Grok, an AI assistant integrated into X. Unlike many existing chatbots, Grok was designed to answer questions with humor, personality, and access to real-time information through the platform. The AI competition quickly became one of the biggest technological battles of the decade. Companies invested billions. Governments introduced new regulations. Experts debated both the incredible benefits and the potential dangers of advanced AI. Elon continued arguing that innovation should move quickly, but responsibly. Starship and the dream of Mars. Even while expanding into artificial intelligence, Elon never abandoned his biggest dream: Mars. SpaceX continued developing Starship, the largest and most powerful rocket ever built. Early test flights experienced dramatic explosions. Critics once again questioned whether the project would ever succeed. But SpaceX followed the same strategy that had worked before: build, test, fail, learn, improve. By 2025 and 2026, Starship had achieved major testing milestones, bringing the vision of fully reusable deep space missions significantly closer. NASA selected Starship for important lunar missions connected to the Artemis program. For Elon, the moon was only the beginning. His real objective remained unchanged: building a self-sustaining city on Mars. Many scientists believe the challenge will take decades. Others question whether it is even possible. Yet Elon continues investing enormous resources into making that dream a reality. Leadership unlike anyone else. Working with Elon Musk has never been easy. Employees often describe him as demanding. He expects extremely high standards, long working hours, rapid innovation, and constant improvement. He is known for asking difficult questions, making quick decisions, and challenging teams to solve problems that appear impossible. Some people admire this approach. Others criticize it. But nearly everyone agrees on one point: Elon refuses to accept ordinary solutions. He constantly asks, "What if we did it differently?" That question has become one of the defining characteristics of his leadership. Success and criticism. Few modern entrepreneurs have attracted as much attention as Elon Musk. His supporters view him as one of history's greatest innovators. They credit him with accelerating electric vehicles, reducing the cost of space travel, expanding satellite internet through Starlink, and inspiring a new generation of entrepreneurs. His critics see things differently. Some question his management style. Others criticize controversial statements he has made online. Some disagree with his political opinions or business decisions. Throughout his career, Elon has remained one of the world's most polarizing public figures. Yet despite the criticism, his companies continue shaping industries across the globe. Family and personal life. Behind the headlines and billion-dollar companies, Elon Musk is also a father. Over the years, he has spoken publicly about the importance of family, while acknowledging that balancing personal life with demanding work has been one of his greatest challenges. His relationships have often attracted media attention. Yet Elon generally prefers discussing engineering, science, and the future rather than celebrity culture. For him, the mission has always remained larger than personal fame. Elon Musk in 2026. As of 2026, Elon Musk remains one of the most influential figures in technology. Tesla continues developing electric vehicles, robotics, autonomous driving technology, and energy storage systems. SpaceX continues expanding Starlink while preparing future Starship missions. Neuralink is advancing research into brain-computer interfaces for medical applications. The Boring Company continues exploring transportation infrastructure. And xAI continues competing in the rapidly evolving artificial intelligence industry. Few individuals have simultaneously influenced transportation, space exploration, artificial intelligence, energy, communications, and robotics. His work continues to shape conversations about the future of civilization itself. Lessons we can learn from Elon Musk. Lesson 1. Think bigger than everyone else. Every revolutionary achievement begins as an impossible idea. Elon teaches us that extraordinary goals often attract extraordinary criticism. If your dreams never sound impossible, perhaps they are not big enough. Lesson 2. Failure is part of success. SpaceX failed repeatedly before succeeding. Tesla nearly collapsed. Many of Elon's companies faced moments when bankruptcy seemed inevitable. Yet every setback became another lesson. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is often the path toward it. Lesson 3. Never stop learning. Elon is famous for reading books, studying engineering, and teaching himself new subjects. His story reminds us that education does not end after school. The greatest learners often become the greatest innovators. Lesson 4. Take calculated risks. Leaving university. Investing his fortune. Starting impossible companies. Buying Twitter. Launching xAI. Every major achievement required enormous risk. Without courage, extraordinary success rarely becomes possible. Lesson 5. Build for the future. Most people focus on today's problems. Elon focuses on tomorrow's world. Whether it is renewable energy, artificial intelligence, or life on Mars, his companies are designed with future generations in mind. Thinking long-term can change history. The legacy of Elon Musk. History will ultimately decide how Elon Musk is remembered. Some will remember him as a brilliant engineer. Others as a bold entrepreneur. Some will remember the controversies. Others will remember the innovations. But one fact is already clear. Very few people have influenced as many industries within a single lifetime. He helped accelerate the electric vehicle revolution. He transformed private space exploration. He reshaped digital payments. He pushed artificial intelligence into a new era. And he challenged humanity to imagine a future beyond Earth. Whether every dream becomes reality or not, Elon Musk has already changed the direction of modern technology. His story reminds us that progress is driven not by those who accept limits, but by those who dare to question them. And that brings us to the end of Elon Musk's extraordinary story. From a quiet boy in South Africa to one of the most influential innovators of the modern world, his journey proves that bold ideas, relentless determination, and the courage to embrace failure can reshape entire industries. Whether you admire his vision or question his methods, there is no denying his impact on technology, business, and humanity's future. We hope you enjoyed this inspiring story and improved your English listening skills along the way. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to English Orbit, and turn on notifications for more powerful stories from history and the world's greatest innovators. Thank you for listening. Keep learning. Keep growing. And remember, the future belongs to those who dare to build it. Until next time, this is English Orbit. See you in the next story.